Welcome all dear viewers to this Leaders League Spring Cup Season 1. This is the second best of 3 overall in this cup. And it is Tetris mode versus Aware Gaming. Tetris mode, they were under the name of Unnamed to begin this cup with. But now they've changed it to Tetris mode instead. And all they do get themselves an IO as the first pick. So might see something interesting, or if they want to go for the standard route, can just pick up the Tiny with the IO, or maybe even a Gyrocopter depending on what their playstyle is. Whereas Aware Gaming, picking up the Viper and the second pick, well, Treant is banned already, so I guess Mirana is always a strong hero, as is the Shadow Demon. Although against the IO, I wouldn't mind a Disruptor at the moment. But there are still so many strong heroes, like the Batrider, the Invoker, just so many heroes to choose from. And then, well, if they go for the Invoker, that means that the Viper either gonna be solo safe lane if they go for an aggressive tri lane, or he himself can be part of a tri lane quite easily as well. But looking over the bans really fast, as Ancient Apparition and a Brewmaster banned by Aware Gaming, and that's actually the third Brewmaster first ban phase ban that I've seen out of 3 games today. So for today it's 100% banned in the first phase. Whereas Tetris mode, taking out the Treant as well as the Doombringer. And well, with the Doombringer ban, what do Tetris actually look at the moment? Are they really thinking of something like an Ember Spirit, Storm Spirit, Lifestealer? I mean, not that any hero would want to get doomed, but there are just some heroes that rely on spells more than others. But Aware Gaming, they actually did pick up the Disruptor, so a semi-counter to the IO already there for them. I mean, you see the relocate coming in. First of all, you can set down the kinetic field static storm just so that they would relocate into their depths. Or, what's more common of course, is just glimpse back whoever the IO brings together with him. But Tetris mode, actually after this Disruptor pick, I think they have to rethink their strategy maybe a little bit. And so far, it's taking a lot of time for them to actually get for the pick, but the Wraith King? I mean, is it gonna be a support one? Because if it's not, okay, I understand that the IO does help the Wraith King with his mobility, of course, with the tether extra movement speed, but nevertheless, against a Viper, just imagine the Viper getting the Aghanim Scepter and the Wraith King being under constant Viper strike. He just can't move anywhere, he's gonna get kited around like all hell. I mean, I like the hero overall, it's just able to just soak up so much and then just come back to life anyway. It's like Disruptor silences him up. What does he care? He's gonna come back to life, slow everybody in the process. But if it's a carry one, I'm just slightly afraid that it's just gonna get kited around. Yeah, sure, he can go for the Blink Dagger and whatnot, but will that be enough? As the second set of bans underway with Naga Siren taken out by Tetris mode, whereas Aware Gaming, they chose to ban out the Invoker. So don't want to deal with the Invoker mid lane, and Viper, well, mid lane against Invoker, it should be rather even, to be honest. I guess it should depend a little bit on the rotations as well. Invoker, maybe if he goes for Exort, might have a slightly better time thanks to his Forge Spirits. But nevertheless, it's banned out anyway, so Tetris mode, I mean, what do they target now? And did they really think Naga Siren is gonna be the pick? I guess the Naga Siren Disruptor is a decent combination. And of course, against Relocate, it's so hard to actually gank that hero. Just he pops his Song of the Siren and he's fine. But do they ban out something like a Darkseer now? Some teamfight that Aware Gaming might go for. And well, I guess they do ban out a teamfight hero of sorts, but it's a support instead, being the Sand King. And well, the Sand King definitely is annoying, especially if you're a squishy hero like the IO the Wisp. But Aware Gaming, Darkseer, Tidehunter, both of those could be really strong picks. I actually would like Tidehunter maybe even a little bit better, because you just cannot lock him down before he gets the Ravage of thanks to his Kraken Shell. I mean, I guess it can be done, but you have to have so many stuns, and he has to be so low on health once the Kraken Shell procs before that. But they banned out the Clockwork, so taking out one offlaner themselves, and doesn't mean that they maybe want to go for an melee carry of their own, because Quags, they're so hard against melees. But no, actually it's the Batrider for them, so I guess that is gonna be their offlaner, and kind of surprising that the Batrider actually made it thus far without getting banned or picked. But we do see him anyway in this game, one of the strongest initiators in this game for sure. The Flame Break, it's pretty decent against the Relocate in by IO as well. Plus of course just having some pretty nice burst damage, a lot of lockdown with the Lasso. Just single target focus, straight up. I mean, Batrider goes on one target, Viper strikes up another maybe, and Disruptor just tries to deal with the rest of them. And Tetris mode now. I mean, they have 30 seconds left on their bonus time, so still some time to think out what they should go for. But it comes down heavily to whether the Wraith King is going to be a carry or a support one. I mean, as far as support heroes go who work well together with IO, I wouldn't mind a Witch Doctor all that much, to be honest, at the moment. Paralyzing Cask, really strong ability, as well as just the Voodoo Restoration, giving the double heal with the Tether. But the Tidehunter is the pick for Tetris mode instead. And well, that's a nice tanky frontliner for them. Blink Initiation as well with the Ravage, if the Ravage is actually off cooldown. And even if you lasso the Tidehunter, like I talked about before already, the Kraken Shell may be there, just so that he would get his Ravage off anyway. So it's a decent pick, as far as I am concerned. But fourth pick for Aware Gaming, they've actually yet to use 1 second of their bonus time, so they have an entire 1 minute 50 seconds of it. I mean, if they're in some trouble deciding what they want to go for, man, they have all the time in the world to decide. But so far, they might actually want to get something that could get them past the mid game as well. Viper, not the best of late game carries. Yeah, sure, if you're getting like Manta Style, Butterfly, Monkey King Bar, anybody can carry almost if you're an agility hero at least. But just not the strongest of impact on that hero in the late game, like super late game that it is. And well, now, fourth pick, come on guys, what do you want to go for? Supports that would also be good against IO and Wraith King, well, kind of hard to, I think, well, they go for the Enchantress. I thought maybe pick up the Rubik. Stealing the Wraith Fire Blast, it's a really good ability, just one of the best single target stuns. And of course it's impossible to miss, because it is a single targeted stun. But the Enchantress is the pickup for them instead, so maybe they are actually going full on mid game. But with only the Enchantress, they actually don't have all that much push, and I'm not too sure how I feel about that pick. I guess against the IO it's pretty decent, because IO, usually if he wants to get to safety, he tries to tether away, so that he would get far enough away so your stuns or whatnot cannot follow. But Enchantress, if the impetus follows you after the tether, you're just gonna take extra damage, because the distance between you and the Enchantress increases. So I guess in that regard it's decent. But Tetris mode, man, oh, they're saying like, guys, come at us, bro. We have the Wraith King, we have the Morphling now, and is it going to be Morphling mid lane actually? Or is it going to be Wraith King support with a Morphling on the safe lane farming up, and then the IO there as well? Oh man, what are they actually doing? This... They can go multiple ways around with this, whereas Aware Gaming, they're a little bit more set with their lanes. I mean, probably Batrider off lane, Viper's mid lane, and well, Disruptor, Enchantress +1 on the safe lane. But what can actually fight up against the Morphling? I guess a Luna might be possible for them. I think at least that's a hero that they maybe have thought about, since they do have the Enchantress, so Luna has some push of her own as well. Whereas Mirana gets banned by Aware Gaming at Tetris mode now. Oh god, what is he going for? Or what are they gonna ban out? I guess Luna is an option, like I already talked about as well. But no, it's the Lycan instead. And I can't believe I did not notice the Lycan not banned or picked. Oh, so far into the draft. That's really surprising to me, I have to say. I have to say, man. But then again, Lycan would have been a pretty decent addition, and just maybe trying to overwhelm before the Morphling actually gets fat. But Aware Gaming now, whether they were or were not trying to go for the Lycan, they do have to go for something else. And so far, doesn't look like they had anything special in mind. So it's the Drow Ranger. So I guess that gives them push. All of their team is actually ranged heroes. And well, Viper does fill in the tank role as well, who's just a tanky frontliner. And well, I guess it's really hard to bring him down, especially if he builds for the mech, which I think he will. Maybe even get a pipe on top of that. Against a shotgun it would be really good. Other than that, maybe not that much magic damage to come out by Tetris. At least not at the moment. And Tetris, well, this last pick will decide their lane. Whether it's going to be mid lane, Morphling, or safe lane Morphling, or maybe even an aggressive tri-lane, which I don't really think is going to happen. So the Shadow Demon is the pickup. So I guess it's going to be Morphling mid, Wraith King, IO, Shadow Demon, tri lane and the Tidehunter safe lane, not safe lane, solo lane. And the Shadow Demon is actually a really good hero up against the Batrider. Either you disrupt the Batrider or the target they try to go on, or just demonic purge up the Batrider so that he can pull anybody out of position, at least until he gets the Force Staff. And well, just creating the illusions of the Morphling late game, they're gonna hurt a ton as well, because illusions, they deal damage based on stats, and Morphling is all about stats. So I really like that pickup at least. And well, I guess we're just waiting for people to pick up their heroes now. Go for the heroes that they want to play, or that they've been told to play by their captains. I don't think this is a democracy. It's like, yeah, I like that hero, but nope, you're stuck on the IO, man. You have to play the support. I guess that is more how it goes down. But the game is paused, like a good professional game is always. But to introduce the lineups already, as Aware Gaming, Faust, a stand-in playing up on the Disruptor with Seema the Slayer, playing the Drow Ranger Roger up on the Enchantress, leaving Lolik to play the Viper, and the last one for them will be Xakoch or Hakon, whether it's Russian letters or not, but I think it's Xakoch, or at least it sounds a little bit more badass. He's on the Batrider nevertheless, with 4-team Tetris mode rather. Babar playing on the Shadow Demon with the stand-in Mango Banana on the Tidehunter, leaving Prince Uganda to play the Morphling, Crone on the Wraith King, and A Moment Forever, just known as A Moment as well, on the IO. And hopefully the pause, no big issues. I mean, everybody has picked up their heroes. And to be honest, if there would not be the health bar and the name, I wouldn't even see the IO at the moment. Like, let's play a game. Spot the IO. Where is the IO? Here he is. I guess you see the small shadow. I think it's from him, right? Think so. Let me check. It must be. So that's the only indication that that hero even exists at the moment. Tidehunter just has the casual skull on his own head, which looks a little bit weird, I do have to say. But oh, we are ready to rumble, guys! Hells yeah! Let's get this game underway. As smoke brought up already by the Enchantress as well as by the IO. Well, do they really want to smoke up straight away, and is it just a standard buy at least one smoke to put it on the cooldown in the shop, just to make the maximum use out of that item, as well as just supports being able to rotate around, maybe get a few mid lane kills more than they would have otherwise. But it might be a huge clash early on if Tetris mode, if they can get... Oh, they smoke up finally, a little bit late I think, should have done it a little bit earlier, but nevertheless they are smoked up and may be able to catch somebody off guard, especially with the tether movement speed on the Shadow Demon, disruption to start up things, waveform to follow, it does a lot of damage, maybe even Gush skilled up in the time that... Oh, they're gonna catch the Drow Ranger, Seema the Slayer, that's the disruption, can they actually block him in as well? They're not trying to so far, the waveform actually misses, but the Ray Fire Blast does connect, and that's an easy pick off his Tidehunter. Even got to go for the Anchor Smash anyway to get the kill, the first blood for the offlaner. And well, don't think they could have asked for anything better, because now Tidehunter, not only does he have the Stout Shield, he also has Boots of Speed. And this Disruptor, well, I guess the Glimpse is actually a pretty nice ability to bring down the Tidehunter. Especially that they have ranged heroes, so the Anchor Smash actually won't reduce the damage when they try to kill the Tidehunter. But still, with the Boots, early on, early level Disruptor, the level 1 Glimpse might not even do too much for them. Still, a really good start for Tetris mode, and I guess they are hoping that they can actually take this first blood and make it into something more, as Prince Uganda. Oh man, he's gonna find the double damage rune as well. That's just unbelievably good for him. As a moment, you can see him going for a fast bottle, 400 gold. He gave away some tangos probably, bought maybe the courier. But now, is it gonna be a dual lane, or is IO gonna actually rotate towards the top lane? Although mid lane with a bottle on IO, Morphling could just easily go for the waveform harass non-stop. And well, another pause as they are ready. Some phones were ringing apparently. As Lolik, at least he has 5 extra damage straight up, so all of these lanes, all the ranged heroes will have a slightly better time just getting those last hits. Of course, unless you're against a double damage Morphling early on. Though Morphling doesn't have the morph, but that's even better than that he got the double damage. Otherwise he would have 47 damage, well 50 damage, and the waveform, actually I'm not too sure if it looks like it hit Lolik just with a little bit of a delay. A Mango Banana just harassing Faust at the moment. Or at least try to, although he's taking some harassment. The Stout Shield not blocking every single hit, of course. And now, oh man, Drow comes in as well. He actually has to eat through his tangles. With all the harassment coming out. Faust doing a really nice job. And oh, will they go for the kill the creeps? There are too many of them. They can't tank up an entire creep wave. And Seaman the Slayer suddenly down to half HP because his base armor only 1. Maybe if he had frost arrows, it might have been doable, but of course he did not. And thus, the Tidehunter is still alive. And looking at the top lane, Xako getting some nice XP off his own Crone, of course. Can't do much of anything against the Batrider himself. And that's exactly why Babar now stacked up the small camp and is pulling that as well. And now, with the healing camp, the hill trolls, it's really nice to double pull as well, because you actually, not even double pull, just pull, because you can do multiple pulls. And now, Satyr Mindstealer, man, go in with the mana burn the Morphling. That is just so annoying to go up against. Oh my god. The mana burn is so strong. Go for Io now, go for Io next. Prince Uganda already out of mana anyway. And that's one of the strengths, of course, of the Enchantress as well. But oh, Viper got 1 kill. Go for Io. Next actually might get it. Nether Toxin plus poison attack. Oh my god, are you kidding me, Lolik? Lolik, you beautiful bastard. I just look at the Enchantress for a second and you kill off both the Morphling and the Io. Didn't even have a single point into Corrosive Skin at the time. And suddenly 2 minutes in, he's almost level 5. Oh my god. Just rapage, man. How else can you call it? That's exactly what it was. Outplayed completely. He's probably super happy about it. He has his bottle as well as the boots from those 2 kills now. But top lane, oh, Shadow Demon, is he gonna be in trouble? Haste Rune on Xako. He actually doesn't activate the Firefly yet. 2 stacks of sticky napalm. I really thought he's just gonna go man-moded. If the Firefly would have been there, I think the kill would have come as well. Just fly over him, but Faust now. Still trying to harass Mango Banana. Now, Thunderstrike up as well, but after the Thunderstrike doesn't actually have enough mana for the Glimpse anyway. And Seaman the Slayer, not too sure if he would have wanted to come in to help. Regardless, as Roger, 3 minutes in, he's level 2.5. So not doing that well. Of course, he was focusing on, and still is focusing on harassing the mid laners. The Tornado is there, and well, with the Satyr before, with the mana burns, bringing Morphling low and making it so that he doesn't have mana for the waveform out. And now the Tornado as well, man. This Enchantress, he's not getting the levels for himself, but he's playing a team game. He's making it so that the Viper actually has more last hits against a dual lane mid lane than the Morphling does. Oh man, he's about to hit level 6 as well, 3.5 minutes in. This is just absurd. If he gets the Viper Strike, he might as well just solo kill Io straight up here. This is just so strong. I mean, get him a TP top lane and kill off Wraith King with no issues whatsoever. What's the Shadow Demon gonna do? Absolutely nothing. And Lolik now level 3 into Nether Toxin as well. Oh man, that's not a scared build at all. Usually if you're up against a dual lane or something, maybe max out Corrosive Skin. Nope, not for him. He wants to go for the kills, and that's exactly what he's doing as well. Poison attack level 1 already. Pretty annoying for the Morphling to deal up against. And now Babar, oh, Regeneru picked up by Loki. He's going for the kill. Easy pick it. There's the Viper Strike. The disruption comes out. Soul Catcher as well. Don't think it will be enough as Babar. A few more right clicks and that's gonna do the job. One more up. A moment. Try to heal him up with the bottle, with the tether link. But the Viper a little bit too strong. Nether Toxin level 4 by that time, or maybe just got level 4 after the kill, but nevertheless was at least level 3 at the time. Viper Strike damage, poison attack. And well, Viper level 7 up against level 4 Morphling, level 3 Io. And he just keeps on harassing. He has a regeneration room bottled up as well after that. So why the hell not? I mean, it's not like Io and Morphling can actually kill the Viper at this point in time, I think. And Viper is going for a fast mech as well. So he's definitely looking as strong as can be. Satyr Tormentor just standing in the mid lane as well. I mean, this Enchantress is just... I mean, his priorities are completely on the Viper, and Prince Uganda takes some harass from the first shockwave, but they run into Babar. Oh, he might be in trouble against the kinetic field. It does connect as well. And Shield Enchantress backing off, doesn't know what target to go for. And now there's the disruption. Soul Catcher will hit enough. Babar, oh, doesn't get denied to the creeps. I really thought he might have triple stack, but now Faust in some huge double waveform to get the kill. But Lolik is there as well, and Prince Uganda no waveform to escape anymore. A nice spray fire blast by Crone, but Roger is there as well. Level 1 Nature's Attendants, healing them up a little bit as Actually, 1-for-1. Lolik might be in trouble now, but the Viper Strike onto Wayo. He just used his tether. Is he gonna fall down? Can he get the deny? Yes, he can. Successfully done. Lolik still taking damage. Crone gets one right click. Shadow Demon comes in. Way forward by Prince Uganda. Not enough mana, but they don't even need it. Another disruption, and Aware, they're just throwing all that they gained away. How many levels, how much XP did they get from the Lolik kill? And well, Roger goes down on top of that as Crone. Wraith King, his rotation was the key that actually made that fight in the favor of Tetris mode. And well, the only downside is that Xako now is level 6, was able to farm up freely on his own lane, but that's no biggie to give away to just gain all the kills that they did. Although Simon the Slayer, 41 and 23 bottom lane, he actually died as well. Oh yeah, never mind, he was the first one to go down to the first blood. I was like, what the hell, did it die down to kill him solo? But of course, that was not the case. And Mango Banana, he is still level 4. So he's still doing rather bad for himself. I mean, enemy offlaner, level 6 already. 900 gold, Tranquil Boots. Working on his Blink Dagger, and Sima, with his ultimate up, he gives 26 damage to all the ranged heroes. Can Viper make good use of that damage though? Well, he has brought the heroes mid lane low. But at least Morphling is level 6 now. Lolik is level 8. Doesn't have his mech yet because, well, they just stood around there for way too long. And looking at the early graphs, he dropped down a little bit to 1000, but still 1500 gold in the favor of Aware. Whereas XP 2000 or so. So actually, Tetris mode, they didn't gain as much as I would have thought. But well, they get another kill on Roger, and Roger is not even level 4 yet. Oh man, this Enchantress. Is he gonna have an impact? I mean, they haven't pushed down towers or anything, but they're going for the Tide Hunter. They get the glimpse. There's the Frost's attack, Kinetic Field to hold him in place, and he's gonna go down. He doesn't even get the gush off before his death. And now, Xako. Oh, he sees the enemy stack. Roger's Centaur is there as well to help. There's the Stomp coming out, and well, easy yummy farm for Xako on the Battle Road though. Babar is coming in now. He sees it out, but it's too late. Xako, go for the kill, man. Go for the kill, man mode. Nope. Makes his way out of their float, and maybe there are more heroes coming in, and that's the safer play. He has 1.7k gold in the bank, so does not want to die so close to the Blink Dagger. Just rotate into your own jungle now, Roger. Maybe stack it up for you, although does not look like it, but nevertheless, Xako 400 away from his Blink Dagger. Mech finished in 100 gold for Lolik. And when they get those items, man, they can just easily go teamfight. But oh, there's a smoke now mid lane. Faust has a level 3 glimpse, so as long as they have vision, they're gonna bring people back from so far away. And Sima, oh man, he's gearing up for the late game against the Morphling, against the Wraith King. He goes for a 8.5 minute Hand of Midas after the power thread. Oh, is it a mistake? But Mango Banana, he's gonna go down for sure. They have the glimpse by Faust. They use it as well. Kinetic Field to follow. The TP comes in. Oh, but he gets stomped just before the Anchor Smash, and the TP even cancelled. They get the Gust onto Power. The slow attacks, Frost attack, they need a little bit more. They cannot quite get it in Sima the Slayer. Only 1 point in Frost that arrow still, because he's maxed out precision so far. Not a bad idea, of course, just getting extra damage on all of your heroes. And well, 33 extra damage on every single hero. That's a lot. That is nothing to laugh at. I mean, 5 heroes getting 33 extra damage. That makes 150 damage if all of them are actually right-clicking away. And well, if you're a support, you cannot take that kind of damage. And now, while the rotations happen for Tetris mode, Lolik suddenly killed off the tier 1 mid lane. And well, Morphling 33 and 8 with the last hits compared to 47 and 9. This dual lane mid lane, they did not shut down Lolik at all. Well, nice idea, but just underestimating the power of the support Enchantress, just sending in creep after creep to the mid lane. And drums are now finished on Wraith King, so he wants to get even more mobile, and I guess that's exactly what he has to do. But there's a Blink Dagger on Xako. He's on the hunt as well. He's sitting at the silence, but look at this ancient stack. Oh my god, Mango Banana. He's slowly but surely farming them up. Actually has enough mana for like 3 to 4 more Anchor Smashes if he uses the Magic Stick. And he's getting some nice levels if he can actually kill off the bigger ancients here. Oh, the lasso comes out to get Babar Shadow Demon. There's the silence as well, so he wouldn't get the disrupt up to buy some time. And well, easy kill, but can they go for some more? Faust is there, of course. Has the Static Storm already. The tower does fall down. And can they go for the tier 2 as well now? I think they can. Elber Smasher. Oh, it's just such an ugly creep. I can't believe how ugly this guy is. It's unbelievable. It's really definitely the ugliest just unit in Dota altogether. But the Wisp Spirits do some damage now. Mango Banana, Loic, oh Loic, there's the glimpse, there's the Viper Strike, and well, maybe the Viper Strike should have gone on and tied down there. Would have been a higher priority kill, but I guess they don't care. They get the kill, they get the tower, they get to back off safely, and Loic now mid lane, just going to harass Prince Uganda as he has to waveform away. He just cannot take punishment from the Viper, at least not yet. Late game, yeah sure, Viper doesn't care, or rather Morphling doesn't care about the Viper. But so far, man, he has to, as Loic finishes up the power chest, plus picks up an Ogre Club, and is it really gonna be a BKB? I hope not. I think it's just on his way to a point booster, or rather the Aghanim Scepter. Oh, another fight, the Static Storm is there, Mango Banana can't go for the Ravage. Okay, oh, he's gonna go down before that. There, Seema the Slayer just right-clicking away, Xako he's there as well, no less so for him, Babar gets pushed back, but the waveform, Seema actually might go down, going for the Gust, going for the right clicks. Do they have enough, Prince Uganda? Oh, he's gonna go down maybe, but Seema goes down before for the Demonic Purge. Soul Catcher as well now, Crone joins the fight, gets the stun onto Xako, Xako in a corner, he can't get out, going for the TP, one more right click, can you get it, Crone? Yes, he is successful, but now Loic boxing in Crone instead. Roger is there as well, level 6. No impetus even necessary to get rid of the reincarnation. I think they're gonna get the secondary kill as well. Viper Strike, 3 more seconds. Can you get the slow enchant? Roger? Man, what? What? Why didn't they go for it? Why on earth? Enchant slow, followed by the Viper Strike would have been an easy kill, I think. Or maybe all 1.5k HP. Maybe all not that easy, but I guess they don't want to overextend. Might be a good thought as well. And at least Seema the Slayer died. Throw Ranger did go down. Hand of Midas was off cooldown at the time as well. But still, he's top of the net worth, 7.2k, followed by Loic at 7, whereas the safe lane, Wraith King, only is sitting on 4.8k, 63 last hits. Highest last hit is 83 for Seema. He of course has a Hand of Midas on top of that. And well, Wisp, Ayo, well they actually used the relocate for the last fight, but this time maybe they can use the Ravage as well. Static Storm is off cooldown once again. So it might be a little bit hard for them. As well, of course, well, in the last fight already, the mech just making that early difference. The early heal, it's so hard to chew through, especially if you don't get the Ravage off. But they are smoked up, they want to go for the kills. But they were just back off under their own tower and they're gonna be just fine. Seema has a Blink Dagger now on the Draw Ranger, so who needs HP if you can just try to be at the sidelines of the fight. And actually, after finishing up his Precision Aura, maxing it out, he has gone for maxing out the Gust next. So max silence, maybe for the... Oh, they get the Disruption Soul Catcher as well. Can they get the kill? Is there any follow-up approach or no? Just harass and blink out by Xako as well. Yeah. The idea was nice, but the follow-up was non-existent at best. Just seriously, nobody came in. There wasn't any coordination. At least Crone, he's pushing out the mid lane. Actually might succeed as well. The tower down to half HP. So if they stick around long enough on the top lane, Crone is just gonna bring down this tier 1 tower, which is something that they need desperately. They need the extra gold, they need the map control. But Xako on the hunt, the waveform just used by Prince Uganda. Can they go for it? Impetus number 1. Are they gonna go for more? They get Babar, they don't want the Shadow Demon to disrupt anything. But there's the Ravage hitting onto all 4 heroes that were there. Seema the Slayer dropping Rogue, can't blink out as well. Static Storm catches Prince Uganda at least. There's the Viper Strike as well. Morphling will go down and Seema, he gets the TP out. Oh, that was brilliant by them. And Tidehunter going for the TP out of his own, and now Crone comes in from the sideline, but Mango Banana, he stops his TP, goes for the Anchor Smash, they kill off one. Can they kill off another one? Io buys back, and Crone, he has the reincarnation ready, pops it as well. And Loic, slow down, no mana on him. I think this was a huge mistake by Aware at the moment. Again, Loic, he goes down. Can they get Xako though? Xako has the blink, but if he blinks, the Firefly, well, doesn't break the trees in between. The tower does get destroyed as well, so don't deny. Were there any more buybacks? Nope. A moment was the only one on the IO. They get some pretty nice kills out of that one. If they only had gotten the tower deny as well, it would have been so much better for them. But at least Wraith King, he's level 12. He didn't die twice, and actually he hasn't died at all. 2 reincarnations popped, but 0 deaths on his name. Has a Blade Mail finish now, so can go for some return damage. Maybe divert the Draw Ranger right clicking away at the Wraith King. As actually looks like Viper is going for a BKB after all. So he wants to be able to right click even when the Ravage Ray Fire Blast is there, I guess. Not too sure how I feel about the pickup, but oh, look at the Disruptor Faust. He's going for a straight up Aghanim Scepter. As Morphling, he went for a 16-minute Hand of Midas. Man, they're just taking this to the late game so heavily. It may pay off because the Morphling, he really has to catch up in farm, so I guess Hand of Midas is one of the best things for that. But it's just so damn late, it's so aware. Oh, they picked up the double damage room, but there's no vision for Tetris mode anyway, so they have no idea this is going on. There is a smoke. Although we know with this smoke, I'm not too sure if they're going to catch anybody because Tetris mode, they're just farming up the Ancients. Wraith King supported by a moment there. And Morphling late game with a Wraith King, if he gets a Satanic and has the 30% lifesteal aura from the Vampiric aura as well, man, how are you going to kill the Morphling actually in the later stages of the game? Especially with physical damage. It's definitely going to be ARPA aware. They're going for the tier 2 tower, whereas Tetris mode, they may get the tier 1 tower bottom lane, but it's at full HP. Not a single point of HP lost up until now. And while tier 2 tower already falls down, and well, aware, are they going to rotate mid lane now? Well, why the hell not? Because why would you want to let the Tetris mode farm up if they have Tidehunter working towards a mech at the moment? 600 gold away from it. Prince Uganda working, of course, well, towards maybe a Manta, maybe a straight up shotgun. This is not looking good if you're Tetris mode. Looking at the graphs though, oh, it's an 11k gold lead. XP only 3,500 or so. So not that bad or not that insane at all. But this gold lead, just the items coming out. Seaman Slayer, he will have his BKB after his tower. Xako already has the 4-staff. Lolik has his own BKB as well. Faust, well, he's only 1,050 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. Oh, Xako! Don't be there, that's the wrong place to be. Lolik has to escape as well, even though he has the double damage rune. And they do get out to safety because, well, Crone, no blink, no 4-step on anybody on your team, and Smoke is still there on Tidehunter, but I mean, if you go for the Anchor Smash, it's kind of making it obvious. Although, I guess aware, they may not have spotted it out, but Xako, I mean, with this Observer, he just doesn't afraid of anything. That's such a retarded sentence to say. But he's not scared of anything. As there's an Invis rune now, who's actually going to pick it up? Oh, they're leaving it for the Tidehunter. They want to go for something sneaky as Crone. Farming up some more Ancient with Prince Uganda being there as well. Who's actually going for a BKB of his own. I guess it's not that bad of a decision, but once Disruptor finishes up his Aghanims, this BKB ain't gonna help you. And oh, we might see a huge clash now. Who wants to go for the jump? I guess the Batrider, he's the one to initiate. Maybe even Seema now that he has his BKB finished. But there's a mech now, up on Mango Banana, so it's even Steven on the healing ground in the team fight. He still has the invision though. Can he scout things out? There's no counter vision yet. No sentries popped down by Roger. It looks like we will avoid the skirmish for now. Still, I think farming... Oh, it's hard to say because they're just farming at such a faster rate due to them having higher levels, higher farm already, and just more map control. And of course, a lot of gold is from the towers that still stand on the side of Aware, whereas Tetris mode, all of their outer towers have already been taken out. So, what is the next goal for them? I guess we see it. They smoke up as a 4-man unit, letting Sakov be the bait for them, although Firefly did just get used. But maybe that is the bait in itself. Once the Firefly ends, do Tetris mode, can they get greedy enough to go for the kill? I mean, the Batrider is just standing there and it's literally he's alone. But that's how much presence Aware has at the moment. Tetris mode, they can't or they don't even dare initiate on a solo Batrider. That would have been the easiest kill. Start out with the Demonic Purge and just go from there. But suddenly now, Roche goes down. Seema the Slayer, level 13 with an Aegis in his inventory. 3k gold almost in the bank. And oh, what's to stop him now? Sakov working on his own BKB. Replicate out by the Morphling just as he sees one hero. And well, I guess Patroder is scary enough to just make sure that you get your ass out of their ass. Lolik now, he has started working on his Aghanim Scepter Faust. Only 200 gold away from his own on the Disruptor. What does the IO actually have? Just an urn, a bottle. Just the standard items, but he... At least I would think that he wants to get some more. Because he's not having much of an impact as it is at the moment. Mango Banana hanging around as well. Level 9 still, 21 minutes in. But the Wraith King, oh he has his Blink Dagger. That's the perfect opportunity. And of course Wraith King, what better hero to serve as bait, because he can come back to life. Although him not being smoked up might ruin the smoke and go low. Will it, Lolik? He gets caught by bar, gets the disruption, Soul Catcher to follow. They have Mango Banana. They even used to relocate and Lolik now. He's going down for sure. Even the mech won't save him. He actually isn't tried to pop it. He's like, okay guys, push out the other lanes please, because well, I just took one for the team. But Sima, he's farming up the Ancients instead. And actually, he's not going for any lifesteal. Instead, he's going for a Butterfly. Has an Eagle Song in his inventory. And oh, I think this might be the biggest item pickup in this entire game. Aghanim Scepter now finished on Faust. Which of course means if you get caught in the Static Storm, you can't even use items. That's a really strong buff, to be honest, to the Disruptor. Especially against BKBs. Usually, yeah, Static Storm, just I'll BKB out of it, no worries. And talking of BKBs, Prince Uganda on the Morphling actually just finished his. So there's one BKB, Blink Dagger on Wraith King as well. They can definitely maybe take some fights. Or they can just start looking for some, although why the hell would they have to force the issue? Because if they just farm up, their heroes are stronger in the later stages of the game. Although Sima, he's getting a lot of farm, Replicate destroyed by the draw as well, and he's almost level 16, so his ultimate, it's gonna get maxed out then. But oh, Xako gets the blink out just barely before the Wisp Spirits reach him. That would have been a huge pickup for them. But actually don't understand exactly what Aware is waiting for. Now Sima and Lolik, they have grouped up as a 2-man unit on this bottom lane. But why don't they just 5-man group? Are they really that afraid of the Ravage? But man, this Ravage is gonna be just so much scarier if the Tidehunter actually farms himself a Blink Dagger now. I think Aware maybe are giving too much space to Tetris mode, or maybe they want to finish up the Butterfly before going for the fights. I mean, Aegis, it's still up for another 3 minutes, a little less now. But it's a pretty decent time to just make something happen anyway. And Tetris mode doesn't look like they want to fight at all as well. BKB also finishing Xakoch now. This started pretty aggressively, but it's got them pretty damn stale, to be honest. Nothing is going on Tidehunter, just working on his level 11, whereas Aware. Are they finally gonna group up? Can it be? Can it be? I mean, I think I'm too optimistic at the moment. Don't think it's gonna happen. Or at least the chances are very slim for that to happen as Xakoch now. Rotating himself around. In the mid lane, Butterfly finish. Come on, guys. Is this your opening? Sima Slayer farming up the enemy jungle and of course losing some HP in the process since, like I said before already, no lifesteal on him. And well, Prince Uganda, BKB finished. It doesn't do that much right click damage, but neither does it tickle completely. But oh, Crone now gets caught by Sima Slayer. Are you gonna go for it solo? Nope. Blink out by Crone in time, and well, there's a 4-man smoke now, so Aware, I guess they do want to go aggressive. They're just missing on their timings a little bit. And Roger just runs, God knows where, runs together with Faust. They are still under the effects of smoke, so they are trying to bait anybody in. But once the smoke ends, well, it gets scouted now since they have the gem on Xakoch as well. Oh, are they gonna push high ground actually? I guess they might. Why the hell not? It is somewhat scary against the Ravage, which is about to hit level 2 so soon. Go on, get the level 11 before the fights. That's what he wants. Maybe even the Blink Dagger. 300 gold away from it. Still the Magic Stick, man. I think that actually might be best for you. You need the Blink Dagger to get the jump on them. He's gonna TP home. But even saying the magic stick won't be enough at the moment. Needs 100 more, so should have gone for some creeps. Seema Slayer tanking things up. He's just going for the ranger. There's the ghost as well. He wants to kill Fio. Can't quite succeed. The waveform is there to draw. Oh, Chrome, but he blinks in. He wants to go for force. Seema, he goes down. There's the lasso one for Bobardo, but no follow-up damage. Lolik finally comes in with his own BKB. Going for the Shadow Demon. Nice defensive disruption. Ravage, he doesn't have enough mana for it. Magic Stick Ravage, maybe. No, the Static Storm is there. No Magic Stick in that. And Seema, BKB activated. Just kills of one after another together with Lolik and make it a 4-1 for the time being. Yeah, Force died. Crone, he's gonna come back as well, but oh, blink to the high ground. Flame Break. Oh, it pushes him back. It stops the TP and, well, they don't even care about him because they got one set of frags and they're going for another one. Seema just tanking things up with his butterfly, with his 21 armor. And the glyph comes out as Crone wants to come in from the backside. Oh, throw Ranger stand up Crone. A few lucky crits might do the job. A nice force step and, well, now he's getting kited around. Ghost as well, just for some more kiting as Mango Banana. He's slowed down now by the Viper Strike waveform. They actually get the kill. The Ravage connects on 3 as well. Oh, that was beautiful, but can they get some more kills? They do need them. Can they follow up Roger? He has a TP, but Brave Fire Blast is there, and, well, I think this Enchantress is gonna go down. 3 points in Untouchable, doesn't help you. Prince Uganda gets it with the waveform. Now, Seema, back to farming. Oh, goddamn yawns. Just speaking solo makes my oxygen run out in my brain, man. You need to do more cardio training, I guess. And Morphling saying something about denying whether that may be. Oh, actually the Morphling bought back in that fight as well. Did somebody else? Yep, the Tidehunter also bought back. So in the end, it wasn't all that bad for Aware after all. Plus, of course, they already got 1 Rex. They were just going for another when they lost that fight. But looking at the graphs, 20,000 gold lead, even a little bit extra, with a 12,000 XP advantage. Well, Crone, he does have himself a Maelstrom now, but he's not anywhere close to Seema the Slayer, who has double the net worth of both the Morphling and the Wraith King. 20k net worth compared to 10.5. Oh my god, this is looking dire for the dire side. Indeed it is. As Xako, has he picked up anything else after the BKB? Does not look like it. Respawn for the Roche in 30 seconds time. And well, Tetris mode, they have the dire side advantage, but will Aware actually get themselves yet another Aegis? In Tetris mode, they have to be really sneaky about how they want to engage this, if they want to have a chance of getting the Aegis. But is the gem actually still on Aware? Yes, it is. Xako is still in possession of it. And oh wow, those yawns are strong behind me. After this game, if I have time, I'll go grab a Red Bull fast, I guess. But Aghanim Scepter finished up for the Enchantress. 700 gold away for the Viper. They're just getting the items that they need. And Enchantress, yes, sure, she's the lowest in net worth on the Radiant side. But with the Aghanim Scepter, even she can dish out some damage. But oh, the Roche is going on. Will they actually go for it? Seema scouts things out with his illusions. So, Aware, can they get there in time? They are moving there. Oh man, this Roach isn't nearly fast enough. And Tetris mode, did they just bash up Roach so that Aware can have a faster time killing it? Is this really what's gonna happen? Oh no, say it ain't so for them as Roger. Oh, where are they running? He gets the ward, he gets stand up. Nature's Intendants are there, nice cast as well. But there's the Static Storm on to freaking 80 field. Catches only Prince Uganda, but it might be enough. Morphling, he can't do anything. There's the lasso as well, already one down. Crone might go down as well. He's still alive. Actually has the reincarnation ready as well, but Seema the Slayer, even when you're close up to him, he's gonna go down. But oh, the Ravage finally comes out, hits onto Forest Row. He's actually maybe gonna fall down. Nice cast. And they're kiting Crone around, so the Wraith King, he's actually gonna fall down and draw Ranger. He does not even die as Io comes back after they relocate, just to give Lolik a double kill, and that's GG called as Aware Gaming. A very strong game 1 showing by them. This win was just absolutely from the early game already, winning all 3 lanes, and well, this dual lane, that's where all the trouble started for Tetris mode, man. Viper just getting way too much. And well, even the draw range is just farming up safe lane without Tetris mode being able to do anything about that. And before IO hit level 6, where they were already grouping up and fighting, so relocate, not effective at all. But thank you all guys so much for tuning in and supporting, of course, the Leaders League Spring Cup. Hopefully they will do some more stuff in the next season as well. But this was only game number 1 in a best of 3 series, so Tetris mode or unnamed, they definitely have a chance to come back if Aware let them. But whether they will, we will find out in game number 2, which should be coming up within the next few minutes or so. Just some music in between.